Hello students, this is Arun. This is the part 2 of menu merchandising. In the first part, we have already discussed with you about menu control, menu structure, menu planning, and pricing of menus. In this presentation, we will be talking about the different types of menus, menu as a marketing tool, layout of the menu, and constraints of menu planning. So let's start with talking about the types of menu. As we already know, we have different types of menu which can be divided in a la carte menus, table d'hôte menus, and other forms of menu. A la carte menus are those menus which you directly order from the menu. Table d'hôte menus are the set menus. And now let's look at the other forms of menus. So the other forms of menu, they include breakfast menus, lunch menu, supper menu, tea menu, plat du jour, which is the dish of the day, carte du jour, which is the fixed menu of the day, cyclic menu, carving menu, room service menu, hospital menu, banquet menu, coffee house menu, special promotion menu, and the beverage list menu. Now, let us talk about menu as a marketing tool. Menu merchandising. Menu merchandising refers to the application of menu as a powerful in-house marketing tool for promoting or optimizing sales in a food and beverage operation. What is menu as a primary tool? Now let's look at this term, which is menu as a primary tool. The menu is a primary tool for communications, sales, and public relations of a restaurant. It may not bring your customers into restaurant, but once they are there, the menu determines what they will order, how much they will spend. Thus, a menu is an important part of an organization for running a successful, profitable restaurant. Let's look at menu being a vital link and a silent salesman. It is a vital link between the diner and the establishment and acts as a silent salesman of the catering industry. The efficiency by which menus are merchandised to customers can affect the demand for the use of food and beverage facilities as well as influence the selection of items and thereby the sales mix of an outlet. The menu is without doubt one of the most important tools that caterers have, but which they unfortunately often fail to use to the best or fullest advantage. It is necessary for all menus to be correct against the checklist of general presentation, cleanliness, legibility, size, form, layout, and content. We must be concerned the way in which we can most efficiently utilize the menu to optimize sales. Menu merchandising refers to the application of menu as a powerful in-house marketing tool for promoting or optimizing sales in a food and beverage operation. Menu layout. Layout is the arranged placement of menu items within the menu. Now, what should come under this topic? The different points that we will be looking at are highlighting the special items, most saleable menu possible, highlight the high profit items, alcoholic beverages to be placed first, increase liquor sales, and clear and easy to follow. Let us discuss about these different points in a little more detail. The layout of the final course structure is an important part of marketing the menu. How well the customer can choose an item depends a great deal on how much time is spent on the layout and how well special items are highlighted. The menu should cover the meals from brunch to late supper, including a wide selection of menu items. Even though sometimes the menu gets crowded, every effort should be taken to make it the most saleable menu possible. No matter where the customer looks, their eyes should focus on what the management wants to sell. Layout should be designed to highlight the high profit items. In the hotel coffee shop menu, for example, alcoholic beverages are placed first to increase liquor sales. Since the menu combines lunch and dinner in a single panel format, appetizers and soups are kept to a minimum to provide sufficient space for sandwiches, entrees, and dinner salads. Since desserts are also limited, space is allocated to feature high profit ice creams. Layout should also be designed so that the menu will be clear and easy to follow. Many menu planners attached tip-ons or clip extra menus over the pre-printed menus. This kind of presentation can be confusing and messy, both of which inhibit sales. Pieces of paper get torn off and tips on break, causing the customer to miss certain items altogether. If specials are to be offered frequently, design a pocket or other places in which cards can be inserted, or have the menu refer the customer to the server for information on the daily specials. Constraints of menu planning. Well, as you can see, there are various constraints of menu planning. Let us start by the availability of space. Availability of space and equipment of food production and service is to be considered while planning a menu. You cannot have a tandoori roti without having a tandoor, or cannot serve 500 guests in 500 square feet area. The size of the kitchen is an important factor because heavy duty equipments such as burners, grillers, salamanders, deep freezers, dough mixers are placed in the kitchen. There should be enough space for the staff to work freely, brainstorming for the correct serving dishes as per the dish, operating 5 course menu with insufficient silverware, tableware, and cutlery can cause a problem. Prepare a checklist of equipment with their specific functions as well in advance. Staff efficiency and capabilities. Train and skill staff to operate the different sections of the kitchen. Smaller catering units face more problems with untrained production and service staff. Diners expect the highest level of service standards, well decorated food items, and well dressed staff with proper etiquettes. More than 90% of food production and service staff are untrained in the food sector. Always have a contingency plan in case of absenteeisms and shortage of manpower. Determine the cooking load. That is, cooking load is the amount of food that can be cooked either in the kitchen or any one place of cooking equipment at a given time. Ensure proper training of the staff time to time for better productivity and update about the new technologies and trends. Availability of ingredients and supplies. Food items selected for a menu should be available in the local market, though some items may needed to be procured from outside and should be well stocked. It is not ethical to commit a dish to the host before checking its availability. Price of the menu. It is one of the considerations because this helps to quote the price to the host. Most of the time, the food cost should not be higher than 40%. Suppose the cost of a meal per person is rupees 200, then its price will be 200 into 100 divided by 40, which is rupees 500. Types of clients. Plan the menu as per the profile of the guest. For example, young executives, elderly ladies, gentlemen, kids, cricket players, school going children, and so on. Balance texture, repetition of colors, repetition of words. It is balance is one of the most important consideration and includes the following points. Texture. Texture should not be same for all the different courses. For example, mushroom soup, bread and butter pudding, Irish stew. Repetition of color. Repetition of color should be avoided. For example, plain omelette, almond soup, boiled poached fish, boiled rice, they are all white in color. Repetition of words. Tandoori aloo, tandoori chicken, tandoori parantha, they are all using repetition of words which should be avoided. Repetition of basic ingredients. Chicken salad, crème de volaille, princess poulet roti, all the three items are chicken based and cannot be considered an example of good menu planning. Language of the menu. The language of the menu should be easy to understand and abbreviations should never be used, such as assorted breads. Explanation or narration of the dishes should be clear to the diners. In conclusion, we have discussed about menu control, menu structure, menu planning, and the pricing of menus in the last slide. And in this presentation, the different types of menus, menu as a marketing tool, and the various constraints of menu planning have been discussed in this presentation. Thank you.